What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to the scorecard, the boxing scorecard, where I ask people to bring your scorecard and an explanation, not just simply your opinion. So last night we had David Benavidez versus Boo Andrade. It was a good match. Benavidez showed that he is the top of that weight class and the number one contender for Canelo, as he put down a severe beat down. I shouldn't say that. It was a well, actually, if your corner stops the fight, if they tell you that you can't continue, you go back to the corner between rounds, and they highly suggest that you don't continue, and there's no resistance back from the fighter, then yeah, you got to beat down. So shout out to David Benavidez as the winner in the 6th round. I was wrong with my prediction. I felt Andrade had the skills, and he definitely had the skills to beat Benavidez. But Benavidez just showed that power is just extra, and Benavidez's power is different. I'm gonna get to the scorecard in a second. Benavidez's power is different because it's not the one punch and it's over type of power. It's the I'll just beat you down till you have to quit type of power. All right, let's get to it. So the first round, get to my scorecard here. Benavidez was landing strong, but Benavidez was landing strong and coming forward. But Boo Boo also had some good combinations in there. He also had some good combinations in there. So that first round, of course, my scorecard messes up right now. That first round, thank you for the pictures. First round I gave to Benavidez. The next round I gave to Andrade. My note for the next round was Demetrius Andrade clearly won that second round with combos and some hard FU punches in there too. This jab by Benavidez, this is what one of the things that was causing Andrade problems the whole fight. Benavidez said specifically for the first 2 rounds, he used a 1-1-2 double jab and a cross. He said him and his coach, his dad, mentioned that's one of the best ways to prevent somebody or mess up somebody that's in their rhythm. Someone that likes to bounce back and forth and try to time you with their rhythm. One of the best ways to throw them off is with a 1-1-2 straight down the middle. So Benavidez said for the first 2 rounds, it was 1-1-2 right down the middle. And then he started still stuck with his jab, but came with a right hook instead from an orthodox stance. A lot of coaches will tell you not to throw right hooks from an orthodox stance, but Benavidez showed you how you can throw it. Not like a big looping one, but just almost make it look like it's coming straight, but just a little bit out to the side. So if someone has their hands up a little bit open like this, you can bring it right down the middle. And then once they close their hands a little bit more, they'll still be catching the jab, but closing their hands a little bit more, that's when you come with the hook right to the side when their hands are a little bit more in front of them. Round 3, I also gave to Demetrius Andrade, and I thought it was clear. The rounds 2 and 3, I thought were clear for Demetrius Andrade. It was his footwork. One of the things that I always preach to the boxers, when you're moving around, there's a difference. Like, when people say a boxer's moving around, some people might say, well, he's on his bike or he's running. No, there is sometimes where a boxer is doing that, where just completely avoiding exchanges with their opponent. That is running. But if your back is never touching the ropes and you're just making nice sharp turns, that's beautiful. That's beautiful footwork. And that's what Andrade was doing. That's one of the things that helped him clearly win the 2nd and 3rd round was his great footwork, sharp footwork, stepping to the side after he was done his work with those combinations. Round 4, but here's the thing. Round 4, and then after that, it was just my bad. Round 3 was clear for was clear for Demetrius Andrade until the last 30 seconds when he got dropped. And this is the thing with Benavidez. I don't know if there's a boxer out there that can keep this guy off of him for 12 rounds. It's one thing to do it for, early on in the fight for the first 3 or 4 rounds. Like the way Demetrius Andrade was fighting in those first 2 rounds, if he would have been able to keep that up, he would have won unanimous. Unanimous. If he would have been able to keep that up, that first and second round, the second and third round, up until when he got dropped in that the last 30 seconds. If you would have been able to continue that, he would have won clear, unanimous, because you could just see the skill level was at a different level. But David Benavidez, man, that power is real. That power is real. Let's finish this scorecard. my notes for round 5, all I wrote was really bad. Like it was a beat down. Like, yeah, it was really bad. And then round 6 is when, much respect to Demetrius Andrade's corner, they decided to stop the fights. They looked at the referee and said, no more. Because here's what happens with boxers. If you give boxers the option of whether they want to continue or not, most boxers, they have that pride that they won't want to quit, even if they're clearly losing and not defending themselves good and just taking a lot of hard punches. Most boxers just have so much heart that they still won't quit and just let the punishment keep happening. So much respect to Andrade's coach for stopping the fight when it did, because the way that he walked back to the corner, like he was walking back to the corner like I don't know if I could keep going. He didn't say that, but his body language was expressing that I don't know how much more of this I can take. So what was the other thing I want to bring up? Oh, yes, the referee. Like, just want to add this in there, bro. The referee, that was one of the most unprofessional referees I've ever seen watching boxing. I didn't want to talk about this guy too much, but he kind of ruined the match. First of all, the low blows. Demetrius hit Andrade with a low blow, and Benavidez didn't really, I guess it didn't really hurt him too much, so he just shook it off and kept continuing. Benavidez hit Andrade with a low blow, and it kind of affected Andrade a little bit more, so he kind of reacted. The referee walks up to Andrade like, "Come on, man, I know it didn't hurt that bad. I'm gonna make you continue." I was like, "What? Who the hell are you to tell me that the low blow that I got hit with didn't hurt that much, and I'm not gonna give you the time, and you gotta continue now?" That referee, that was wrong. I don't know, like, I didn't even think that's allowed. Like, if you tell the referee that you need a minute from an illegal blow, I didn't know the referee can refuse it if it was blatant. I don't care. Anyways, that was awkward. The other thing, the Demetrius Andrade, his mouthpiece came out of his mouth twice. Now, here's the thing. Yes, there are cases where sometimes a boxer will purposely spit out his mouthpiece if he's getting beat up to buy some more time. There are cases, but there are other cases where maybe you just weren't biting down as hard and you got punched at the right spot and your mouthpiece came out. That's what I believe what happened with Andrade. Them 2 times when his mouthpiece came out, they showed the replay. It was a punch that actually made contact and knocked it out. It wasn't like he was just standing there and then his mouthpiece just fell out of his mouth. No. And what the referee did, he picked it up off the ground and just stuck it, like just wiped it on his shirt and just stuck it in his mouth. How unhygienic is that? That's nasty, man. People were boxing in that ring there's probably about 10 other fights in that ring. People are stepping all over it. In between fights, people are in there with their outside shoes. People are sweating, dripping blood all over that ring. And you just take it off and do a quick wipe and stick it back. No, that is disgusting. You're supposed to just do a quick rinse with a water bottle and then put it in their mouth, not just pick it up off the dirty ass ground and wipe it off your shirt and just stick it in their mouth. That referee, lucky I forgot his name. I would say his name because that was so unprofessional. Anyways, enough about him. Back to Benavidez and Andrade. The power is real. And the thing about Benavidez, this guy's only 26 years old, man. He's only 26 years old. Been a professional for 10 years. Man, this fight with Canelo has to happen. This fight, and I think it will. I think Canelo understands now. I think Canelo understands now. He probably did before, but now there's no other option. There's no other bigger fight that people want to see. I've heard that Canelo's trying to make a fight with Jaime Munguia from Mexico, a very good boxer, not well known, but he's one of those tough guys that'll stand in front of you and bang with you. But Benavidez, I am, and I want to just make it clear that I was one of the few people that was saying years ago that Benavidez was going to be the guy to take out Canelo. Shout out to my boy Jesse. Watched the fight at his house yesterday. Shout out to my boy Mike Carter, my boy OJ. What up? What up? You guys know years ago when I was saying Benavidez was the guy, everyone was saying, no, he's too young. He gets hit too much, this and that. Nobody believed. I said, listen, I'm telling you, this guy Benavidez, I think he has what it takes to test Canelo. Now, I was saying this years ago. Now everyone is on the same chain with me saying that, yeah, Benavidez is that guy. But I have receipts too. So I just want to make it clear. I was saying this years ago. So shout out to David Benavidez. Again, only 26 years old and at the top of his game. Again, I don't see anybody being able to keep this guy off of them for 12 rounds. What's his record? 28-0 with 24 knockouts. That's an 85% chance knockout rating. And these type of knockouts are even worse because, like I said, it's not just a one punch. It's a beat you down. If you just get hit once, one shot, you're out. Where doctor comes in, but like when you take multiple power punches, I think I should have looked up the stats. My bad. Benavidez landed like 40% of his power punches, man. That's almost half. 40% of his power punches, man. That's a lot of power to take. Andrade was doing his best to, like this picture right here, to hold on, or the picture right before that, to try to hold on. But once Benavidez starts that onslaught coming forward at you, it's hard to stop that avalanche. It's hard, man. It's hard. This position right here, like this right here is like, this is one of those positions you don't want to be in, man. This is one where Andrade was just trying to hold on, trying to survive. That was surviving, and he did. After that shot he took in the third round, it was the game changer. All right, not one punch, but that one punch did start the avalanche for the end of the fight. So yeah, where do we go from here? Andrade, that was his big test. He lost his big test, but the bad thing about him is that he's 35 years old now. So we got a couple 3-4 good years left at this high level. He can still get some good fights. Going to be interesting. Him versus Caleb Plant or one of the Charlo brothers would be interesting. And then for Benavidez, man, there's no one but Canelo. No one but Canelo, and no one but Canelo. So hopefully that fight happens this year, 2024. Yeah. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you subscribe to the Talk and Fight YouTube channel, one of the top #1 boxing YouTube channels out there. Not just a YouTube channel, but a website too. The one thing that makes this channel unique is that we have all different types of boxing shows on the Talk and Fight network, from history shows to current boxing matches, to the scorecard like this one, to specific female fights with my champ Sugar. So yeah, Talk and Fight makes you subscribe, like this show right now if you haven't done it yet, because it helps with the visibility of the show, and tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, I know I've been missing the past couple of weeks with the scorecard. Been lots going on, working on the business. Shout out to Team Canada. And yeah, man, I'll get back on it, back to educating you guys. You can check me out on my YouTube channel too, Cedric Sports Training. Educational boxing talks there too. All right, I will see you guys next week on the Talk and Fight YouTube channel, the Scorecard. Peace.